Found out why many farmers spend more than the input. Well, this video I'm going to share with you the things that are costing very many farmers losses. And I believe if you work on this in this year, your farming journey is going to transform way better. So let's dig into this. Number one, many farmers don't track their expenditures. I've realized that many farmers do not have books. When you ask them how do you spend your money on your farm, they do not have a track record of how they spend money that they use on the farm. Well, there's a very big disadvantage to this, because every time you're not tracking how you're using your money, you don't know how much you're putting in, you don't know how much you're getting, and you don't know what things you need to remove from a given budget or a given farming period. So most times farmers spend on things that are not even necessary, because why? They're not tracking their expenditures. So be the wise farmer. Lay down everything you spend your money on. Budget, plan. There's no perfect plan, like I always say. Plans keep on changing, and the only way to make better plans for every season is to have a track record. When you have a track record, you realize the things that you need and the things that you do not need. The things that you need, you carry on with them. The things that you don't need, you remove them, and then add on the things that are necessary that you didn't know. Well, that is number one. Number two, many farmers take long to learn the things that they're supposed to be learning. On this channel, I always encourage someone, if you're starting any crop that you desire to grow, find someone who is doing the same crop and grow with them. They could be the expert, or they could be a fellow farmer within your region that is growing the same crop that you intend and desire to grow. Grow that crop with them and make sure you follow through with them. It will save you lots of time and lots of money, because every time you've done something alone by yourself, you input in a lot of money. You make a lot of mistakes that you shouldn't have made in the first place. So number three, opting for control measures over preventive measures. It costs quite a lot to control something than to prevent it. So most farmers are in a space where they're just controlling things rather than preventing them. They're controlling diseases rather than preventing diseases. They are controlling effects of rainfall rather than preventing effects of rainfall. And this costs a lot. Like I've said, it costs a lot to control something than to prevent it. So look for ways to mitigate things before they happen and plan for them. If you know your area is a valley, it's prone to be affected by rainfall. So you find ways to mitigate that. If you're growing on a steep slope, you know when weather comes, when it's a rainy season, things will not come out well. For diseases, when you know it's very hot, you know there are pests that are going to manifest. So it's further best you do a control measure, a preventive measure, and not a control measure, to reduce on your costs. Then number three, farmers do not learn from their mistakes. I've realized many farmers, like I said in the first point, where they don't keep track records, many farmers do not learn. They do not have a growth mindset. Whenever you do not have a growth mindset, you cannot learn from the mistakes that you make while you're doing your vegetable garden. Every other year you're doing the same thing, the same way. There's no improvement. There's no something that shows that you are 10xing or you're increasing your production somewhere, because many do not learn from their mistakes and they keep on doing the same mistakes over and over again, and these mistakes compound, mistake upon mistake. And when you don't learn from a mistake, you you compound more mistakes. And the more mistakes you have in your farm, the more money you're going to spend. So every other time, every other end of the year, take time to evaluate yourself, things that you did better, things that you did not do right and you need to improve. Yeah, and make more goals for the next season. Do not be one who is reluctant about their mistakes. So learn continuously from the mistakes that you do, and your farming will be better. Lastly, many farmers do not take time to master the things they are doing. You see, like I say, for every beginner, the goal is always mastering. The goal is not the output. Output comes by itself when you produce quality work. So the goal for you to do when you start a vegetable garden, seek to master different concepts. Seek to master how a crop is managed. Seek to master how to control pests and diseases, how to prevent pests and diseases. Seek to master how to space. Seek to master nursery management. The different aspects you need to master before you start to produce quality. So sometimes many farmers they give up because of their first seasons that don't come out with the profits they expect. Why? Because they focused on the wrong thing. The right thing to focus on is mastery. Master and master as you learn. Once you become a master at something, output is inevitable. You now have more control of what you do. Yeah, those are the things that I have shared today that are costing very many farmers losses. See this video up here. If you have any questions to ask me about agriculture, or you have challenges that you're facing and you need to share with me, please share. I'll give you more insight on how to mitigate those things on your farm. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let's meet in the next video. Bye.